All right, welcome everybody. We're back to episode 3, Far From Perfect podcast. Welcome. It's Bing. I'm here with Di. We got some special guests today. A lot of my good friends I've known for a long time. He gives perspective on just men's issues and men's topics. We're gonna start off with my guy right here. We have Noel. Tell a little about yourself, buddy.
My name is Noel. Is this on? It's good?
This thing's on.
Sorry. My fault. It's been a while. It's been a while. What's up, everybody? My name is Noel. I'm owner of Woo Juice. I'm a local city guy from Worcester, not born but raised here. And I'm still involved in my community and still much sure a part of what's going on here.
Yes, sir.
Trying to be, at least.
Glad to have you. Thank you for coming up.
We love it.
My man Anthony right here.
It's a big government. Yeah, all right.
I was like, wait, me?
Which one?
Right.
Talking to the thing.
Nah, it should be working. Yeah, I got it. I'm here. I
Like
see
this.
the things going.
Do it like a microphone. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all can hear me? Nah. But hello everybody. This is Chef Fano. He called me Anthony. That's my name, but everybody knows me as Chef Fano. Hey, people, trust me, that's what they call me. People call me Chef Fano, you don't even know.
Chef Fano.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I own the food truck. I'm a local kid as well, Worcester.
Amen.
Not born here, but raised as well. And I own a food truck that's based in Miami right now, currently. So I just been back and forth. But right now, I'm just popping on the pod with my man, Misha over there. So let's pass it on.
Glad to have you. Yes, sir. We got my man Barbosa over here.
What's up?
Talk and talk, man. Good to have you, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for being here. So yeah, I'm Anthony. I'm founder of American Pyramids,
Yes.
which is now kind of changed into Bosa Sports and Community. Founder of Fall Jam Classic, Summer Jam Classic, and just do a lot for the city.
Also, I like Summer Jam Class.
He's also my daughter's godfather. Shout out to him.
And also, real quick on Woo Juice, it did heal my blood pressure. So
Hey!
get him tuned right here. The heartbeat wasn't lying.
That's serious.
Get some Woo
That's
Juice.
really
Nah,
good.
for
Been
real.
on the
Man, what kind
hand.
of magic points are that TV?
Yeah. My doctor said you gotta get medication. 2 weeks later, I did that every
You
day.
can't have blood
Back to
pressure?
normal, yeah.
I
about to say
you
me.
even looking slimmer.
Yeah, down 9 pounds this month.
Slightly.
2 months.
Oh wow, 9 pounds is
Close
too
to
much.
sports.
No,
you know what I'm
Noel
Closest
Sebi.
And Woo Juice.
Hey, and then on the end, don't forget my guy over here. We got my man Biggs. Talk and talk, man. Let the people know about yourself.
I mean, local guy. My name's Biggs, cybersecurity engineer. Just out here chilling, trying to make money and
What
survive.
kind of engineer?
Cybersecurity.
Ooh, I like that.
Awesome.
That's serious.
Small.
Small.
I know, right? Them the guys, man.
So we got Liberians. We got all
Nah,
Liberians.
I'm
You're not
Ghanaian.
Liberian?
Yeah, wait. I'm Ghanaian.
Nah, we're
Please,
not,
don't-
yeah.
don't do that.
You're not? Oh wow.
I'm not either.
Oh, you're not Liberian, but you're not Liberian.
I'm Ghanaian.
You're Ghanaian, but you. Oh wow, but you okay? But you do the lingo.
I'm honorary.
I respect it. Me too.
He's been around for a while. That's what
I'm
it is.
honorary.
Honorary.
Just like me, you know, I'm Jamaican, but
Yeah, Bink is honorary. Honorary.
I can't say I'm honorary yet. I think I'm almost honorary.
Dog.
Still got some lingo I gotta. You know what I'm saying?
Liberian making his way. I just saw Angel Reese
sure
posted
is.
some shit the other day talking about
It sure
she
is.
saw Liberian. What she know about
Angel
being
Reese is
Liberian?
Liberian.
No, she just.
Don't tell them that. They're going to take it and run with it.
I'm just saying, yeah, we're making our way around up there.
If she had to choose what she was, or I think she said something like, she's Liberian or something.
I think the girl she was
Ain't
with
bad.
Liberian, and I think they were playing some African song.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
But you know who be putting us on though? Tariq. Yes, Tariq. Tariq.
Oh, he
be
was on
shouting
that
out
spot in
Liberian-
Philly.
Yeah, Tariq
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
shouting out Liberian food. Yeah, Tariq.
Tariq from
always-
Power?
Yeah, he's always
All right,
shouting out
guys.
Liberian food.
We're gonna get into our first topic. And
Before you do that, do you want to say some ground rules so that we don't all be talking at the same time and all of the things?
just let everybody finish. We already know that.
Yeah.
We're adults here.
Okay.
If you don't agree with something, let them finish and then give your opinion.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
So our first topic here, we want to talk about the emotions of men and the things that men go through that people don't really understand or don't really talk about. Because a lot of times with men, we keep our emotions to ourselves and we just deal with things because that's what we're taught to do. So what we're here to do, talk about here, is something that you deal with personally or an emotion that you deal with personally that people will think that you're closed off to, that no one in the world or no one really close to you really sees.
So you want them to get vulnerable?
So for example, I'll be the first to start.
Yeah.
One thing that I'm trying to really work on is anger. I want to be happy all the time because when I'm angry, I'm not in a good space. And it's hard for me to even tell my friends like that I'm angry, I'm feeling upset because I don't want them to take it the wrong way or take it personally. Like nigga, why you mad? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like
You look
that.
a little tense right now.
So like, no, I can continue. Actually, we had a conversation 2 nights ago. I called him on the phone, and like it wasn't really heated, but voices were getting a little bit elevated. So I stopped and I said, "Hey, like, why are you upset?" And he's like, "I'm not upset. We're just talking." But to me, it came off that he was upset. So it was kind of making me a little bit upset. So I brought it to the table, and his reaction of "we're just men talking" kind of made me feel like, wow, like damn, you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm an angry ass person.
Exactly. But it's because I don't deal with my anger that I don't really know how to display it, if that makes sense. I show when I'm angry or when I shouldn't be really angry.
Okay.
So I figure with my way of directing that is to be happy all the time. So even when I get into work situations, things like that, when I feel my blood boiling, I try to just walk away or stay away. Like he talked about off camera, how a guy was disrespectful to one of his friends, and he just said, okay. You know what I mean? I really want to take more of a passive mindset, and just, I feel like when you be more passive, you can see more positive. So passive and positive, no more aggression. I don't really have to be rah-rah, you disrespect me, I don't have to punch you in the face, I feel like I should punch you or slap you. I'm away from violence, I really want to be able to use my words and just express how I feel, and I want to start off by being angry or upset, learning to express that with just verbally.
I feel like you've never been like that though.
Right, I was
Like
just to tap into that though. Like what? Like first of all,
Talk into your phone, babe.
I got you.
Sorry.
I need him to eat a phone.
No, I
I'm gonna eat
promise you,
it.
like a microphone. I swear to God, because you can't hear you.
I got you. I know, right? Pause
Say
it.
you want me to phone?
But
You're
straight
annoying.
trap.
He's so annoying.
But I will. Before I get to the second one, I will applaud you. One thing that you did do appropriately in there was communicate. What you said was you communicated to him in the midst of it, and that made you realize something.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I don't know if you caught on to that, but that was a
That's
positive
good.
thing you're doing.
That's very good.
So continue doing that part, because nobody else is working on you but you. So you know how best to work with you.
I love that.
You feel me? So boom. So on to the next one. But I would say, like you said, angry. Like it takes a lot of things to be angry. So you just angry off the random, like you just angry inside about life, or you just
Break that
angry
down.
about like what just what's the anger? Just
Here's
like
the thing, it's hard for me to get angry, but when I do get angry, it's even more hard for me to control it. So it takes a lot for me to get to that point.
Okay.
Because I've just lived my life as like a more mellow, chill person. I've been doing that for so long. It's more like a coping mechanism. It's like, let me just stay mellow, stay chill at all times. And so I remove myself from situations a lot of times when I should be getting upset. I feel myself getting upset, I remove myself. But sometimes I can't remove myself. I have to stand my ground as a man. Because in the world today, we go around
being hard all the time. You gotta be a man.
yeah,
Be
like,
so hard. So for
someone
you, that's
disrespects
what.
you.
Okay, I catch
For
you.
example, say you said something disrespectful to me. Everybody's watching. I'm just like, all right.
gotta prove yourself.
He a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, you gotta prove
You know what I mean?
yourself.
He a pussy. He a bitch ass nigga. Like those situations where you can't really. What are you gonna do there? You know what I mean? I'm trying to work on myself as far as remaining like, oh, it doesn't really matter what the crowd thinks. Let's work on how me and you can change that situation.
But also, it's more about the intent than the volume of the speaker. You know, like when you talk to someone, for example, like when you talk to like a Noel, right? He's loud, right? And he is aggressive, but that's just his intent. But that's not his intent.
Right.
That's where he expresses himself. So what I've learned working with a bunch of people is, it's not the way they come off. It's the intent, right? Because I've dealt with people that, man, we know like people that just yell for no reason. And sometimes I'm like, yo, why are you yelling? Like you're about to trigger me.
Right.
But I know their intent behind the way they're expressing themselves. So now it don't bother me. So now I could be in scenarios where things might seem like they're going overboard, but to me they're not. So I can calm it down because the intent is not where it's supposed to be. So now the anger is not coming from me no more. The way you acting is on you. You know what I'm saying?
That's perfectly that last part right there. I always go with that.
Yeah.
How, like I don't like how you feel about it's you. That's on you. Like I'm saying, like I always say, like I don't care if I walk out this house. I don't care how you look at me, because when I wake up, I'm gonna brush my teeth, change my clothes, do what I can control. Whatever else you're doing out there above beyond me, that's on you. That's from that last part. That's how I see it.
Because, for
It's on
example, like
you.
at Summer Jam, like players are yelling at the refs, cussing us out, cussing my staff out, but they're just expressing their emotion at that moment.
Right.
They don't mean no intent.
Testosterone's are high.
After that 10 second is over, then I can be like, yo, come meet me in the parking lot. I don't gotta wash my back. They might be like this, that, motherfucker, you're the wackest person, yo, F Summer Jam, but 20 minutes later, they're gonna be praising it.
They're gonna be back. They're gonna be back next summer.
Yeah. So to me, I learned that moment because like people always like, yo, how can you handle that? Like, people interacting like that so negative, or because it's just that moment.
Right.
And when that moment's over, it's over.
I love that. It's
You know,
momentary.
yeah, it's
Looking at the
momentary.
bigger picture.
Because for me, 10 years in the game, I'll be fighting the whole world.
Right.
You know how many people crossed that line with me? That 10 years before that, or 5 years before that, it's all, you know what I'm saying?
I want to talk about that too because shout out to Vince McMahon. I watched his documentary on
That
Netflix.
shit's fire.
Yeah, it was dope.
And,
It was
shit's
dope.
fire.
and
That shit's
listen,
fire.
he said he never mixes the personal with business. Because they asked him, how come every time
I did watch
people do
that.
wickedness to you or people do dirty to you personally, you bring them back for business? You'd be like, because it's business, it's not personal. If they can add to the business, I'll still bring them in. And that shows to you with your business. You understand, like, a basketball player is upset. They're still adding to the brand regardless. And you
Right.
know that's not they're going to be 3 weeks from now. They're going to, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I commend you for that, reminding me of that good shit.
I wanted to quickly say too that what you said, Ant, reminded me of the book, The Four Agreements, where he says, "Don't take anything personal, not even a compliment."
Especially in business. Yeah,
You
that's
know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? Like it doesn't even. I was talking about this with Gus earlier. Like it doesn't even matter if somebody says a good thing because a lot of the times we're only as good as our last good deed. But that's why we can't even take personal. Like when somebody compliments us and is like, "Oh, I love you. You're so great," because it's like. Don't even take that personal. And I never thought about that until I read that book. I'm like, damn. Because a lot of the time, especially when you're like a people pleaser, that validation like keeps you going. You're like, oh, like, word, this person likes me, I'm good. But it's like, there's gonna come moments where the person that really likes you doesn't like you in that moment. But like you said, it's momentary. It's fleeting. And that's how emotions are. Emotions are energy in motion. And once we can establish that and learn that and understand that emotions are just energy in motion, we understand that it's fleeting. So there could be a moment where maybe I don't like you, I don't rock with you, whatever. But then later on, it's time, you know what I mean? Like, I love that.
No, that's a fact.
Let's hear from you on the end, Big. What do you think? Is an emotion you want to regulate or something that you are like?
I just get quiet. Honestly, when it comes to emotion, I don't try to show too much emotions because, dude, I'm like 6'4", especially when it comes to women, like stuff like that. Nah, not even that. I'm a
That's a
big.
big thing.
I'm a
That's
big
a real
person.
thing.
I'm
Yeah.
a big person.
You
I'm
see,
a
he
big
just
voice.
said
So
that.
like,
You see, that's
anything-
the thing, though. Not to cut you off.
Yeah.
Like, you said that it's like we calculate that. Like,
Right.
depending on how big I am, I calculate how much I want to
show anger or whatever the case may
be. The little
be.
bit I do compared to the little bit that you may do, no
be a lot
disrespect to your height, could be a
scarier or
lot
whatever,
scarier
or
and perceived
intimidating.
way different all the time. So continue. I just wanted to hit that.
Nah,
The thing
yeah.
that people,
So
women
I
don't,
just
people
tend
don't see
to.
is the real
I
thing.
just tend to get quiet. So let's say you do something to me. I may not talk to you for like a month. I'll see you. What's up? I'm over it. But I'll never address the fact of why I didn't talk to you for that month. So that's kind of something I'm working on right now. But other than that, I don't like to show anger because it's like it can get ugly.
So you
want to work on processing and communicating.
Exactly. More on
That's the
communicating.
biggest
Like, yo.
thing, though, about it.
Like, but sometimes it's like,
either.
yeah, it's not. But sometimes it's like, yo, it's very peaceful. I'm like, all right, but I'm not even
Are you
gonna
like
deal
that
with
with
it.
women too? Are you
Hell yeah.
Wow. So are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
Then that explains a lot, Mix.
No, it doesn't explain anything. Of course, I'm not in a relationship not because I'm
And avoidant?
avoiding. Nah, I had my own shit going on, so
Okay.
I just wanted to. My dad died. My mom had cancer this
sorry.
year, so I just been chilling.
Condolences?
Yeah, so I'm just chilling.
I get
That later.
I get what he's saying though about like he's a big person, so
Right.
him being upset and me being upset and I'm being vocal and he's being vocal, his could come off much more serious than mine, even if I'm more upset than he is. Like he's big, he has a big voice. So just from the outside looking in, you're gonna think it's an ugly situation, you know. So I get why he has to why he's trying to learn how to regulate and understand that. Obviously I'm not 6'5" with a big voice, but I can relate to what he's saying because I feel like, I don't know, you guys know me, especially, like, I feel like for myself personally, it's what I'm trying to learn or work on or understand or get better at is how to react to people, how to react to what people are saying. Like, not if I'm upset or not, but how to react to it. Because like you said, like we was on the phone the other night, and we were talking. It was conversation, and you were trying to get your point across. I was trying to get my point across, but I wasn't upset, and you wasn't upset. But it seemed like an angry conversation because we're just emotional men, you know. But it's not like we've known each other
not
forever.
negative,
It's never negative.
I
Nothing
wouldn't even
like
say
that.
emotional. I would say
It's being
passionate.
Passionate.
Yeah, that's exactly
So it's not
and defensive, so it's conflicting.
right. And nothing was. And we've known each other forever. We've never ever gotten into anything. But it's like, you know, like if you know your friend or like if you know your person, like you know when someone's just talking and they don't mean nothing by it, or like how it's coming off, or like the emotion they're showing into something at the time.
So
Like,
maybe
if you
that
know
was a
someone-
stranger too.
Huh?
I said, now imagine if it was a stranger.
Right,
How
now-
do you regulate
Right,
that?
how do you
Because you know
regulate that?
him.
'Cause
That's all.
you
Yeah.
know
Because
him,
now you
right.
know him. It's easy to
Right.
regulate that. But now,
right.
imagine that same energy now. That's what you're talking about working on.
Yeah.
Now how do I work with that with a stranger? Because
With a stranger,
it's
exact-
like
right.
no, it's a fact though.
So-
Definitely, to go back also, sorry to cut you off, but let's go back to what Big said about his size, and it can be intimidating to people. Us as men of color, people don't realize we've been stereotyped as aggressive and angry, and that's far from the truth. You know what I mean? So that's why I think I try to hide my anger. I deal with my anger in other ways. I'm learning to do that because I don't want that on me. I don't want that stereotype on me. Oh, he's just a big black nigga. I don't like that. I don't respect that, and that's further from the truth. I really want to portray myself and truly be a nice person. And so, because I want to get away from that stereotype, as we all do.
Let's go.
And you have anything you want to add, buddy?
You was talking about working on
Oh
the
yeah,
people, reacting to people.
So what I'm personally working on is how to react to people. Like some people are very high energy, some people are very low energy, and we're all emotional. We all take offense to certain things a certain way. So if you don't give that person the energy they want in that moment, they're gonna react to it a different way
Right.
or take offense to that. So like me personally, I'm working on how to find the balance and not want to say hurt feelings, but not have anyone feel some type of way. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's even with the conversation. Like, just because someone's talking loud doesn't mean it's confrontational. Like,
Right,
it's just
right.
how they speak.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's with your culture too, because a lot of Liberians, they're the same way all the
100%.
time. Most Liberians are the same way all the time. Like, they could be loud, that's just who they are all the time. Or like, it's aggressive, but like, no, it's more of straightforward. But someone who doesn't know,
Correct.
they appear aggressive.
Yeah.
And then, you know what that comes from? I believe it can stem from you guys being like war babies and stuff like that, growing up in that. It was really war stricken, it was really tough. So people have a hardened exterior, the Liberian people overall, but they are good people.
Right.
So I think that what they're trying to do is have you guys understand their culture while adapting to the American culture. Is that correct?
I mean, I'm not trying to have anyone understand my culture. Like, you feel me? Like,
If they get it, they
if
get it.
you
They
get
don't,
it,
they
you get it, you
don't.
don't. But
Yeah.
it's just more so like, Liberian or not, I just think us as black people, we need to just understand, or not
Maybe as a
black people,
person,
just
just
people
as a
in
person,
general.
yeah.
Like, not everything is confrontation. Like, just
Right.
because someone is talking with the tone, doesn't mean they want to be confrontational or that's their intent.
But I think you touched on a really good point too. Like sometimes, like this is as women, right? Like from a woman's perspective, it's very easy to like interpret a man's like silence or coldness or distance as like a personal thing and internalize that. And sometimes it's not like that. And that's something I'm myself in learning as a woman that has a lot of male friends too. Like just understanding like even though he was kind of weird today, like that don't got nothing to do with me. I know I didn't do anything. So I just gotta like roll with the punches, like, and it is what it is. As somebody though with anxiety, that suffers from anxiety and struggles with anxiety and survives through anxiety, it's very difficult sometimes to differentiate. Like, yo, that don't got nothing to do with me, because in my mind I'm like, is he mad at me? What did he do to me? Like, why is he being weird? Like, what's the word today? Like,
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So let's say you ask him and he tells you there's nothing, you ain't doing nothing.
I don't
it's
believe
on
him.
me.
My anxiety is like,
Why is that
because
though?
of anxiety, and that stems from having emotionally immature parents, right? God bless them. But like that stems from that, because you become a people pleaser. So what happens is you start to walk on eggshells and you're like, oh, even though I don't think this has anything to do with me, I just want to make sure that it really don't got nothing to do with me. So I don't believe him. Like, and so you start analyzing, you're like, what did I say? What was the last conversation we had? How did that happen? Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not a good response. That's something that as women, or like for me specifically, somebody that struggles with anxiety, I have to work on that, not internalizing, you know, those types of
I get it.
responses.
Then it's like
or
every
whatever.
woman have anxiety then? Because like...
Yeah, bro, I just said, bro.
And people got a lot more,
It's like for the most part,
a lot more than
because he
a
asked
lot
that.
more than not, a lot more
Some
than
people,
not.
and like, at least you're acknowledging the fact that you have that. Some people don't acknowledge that; they just treat it as
Because we operate differently as guys.
Also,
We're not
time
like
out. Also with that too is also personnel. Like sometimes if it's like, if she asks someone or whatever, like what's wrong, and they say nothing. Sometimes it's really nothing, but sometimes if you really know someone's character and personality and
Right.
personnel, you can kind of tell if something's really wrong.
Right.
So that also kind of So it could be a little bit of both.
But there's always, for me, like, I'll never believe, like, cause I feel like I know my
said, "I'll
friends,
never
or I
believe
know,
them."
well, like, cause I feel like
Nah, I
I
feel
take the
you.
time to really be detailed and understand a person's responses and really read. You become hypersensitive to, like, even like a physical movement or whatever. And I'm not saying it's the greatest thing, but you know, it's very difficult to believe a person when they're like, nah, like, we're good.
Now, let
You
me
know what
ask
I
you
mean?
this. On the flip side, he says nothing to you. I'm fine. Now, what if he wants to tell you what's going on? What's the delivery that you expect that would not trigger your anxiety? How would you expect him to deliver?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I didn't like this, or this is what happened, and I felt like this when that happened, and that's how I feel like. Again, like, everybody that I have these types of conversations with always says, like, well, Di, you're the anomaly, like, you're not the average or whatever, because I'm a very understanding person. So from a psychological perspective, like, I could understand. I'm like, that makes sense. All right, cool. I'm not even mad no more. You know what I mean? Or I don't even feel this type of way. But not everybody's like that. So
But could it
it's
just
tough.
be people be complicated sometimes too? Because you cannot tell anybody how to tell you how they feel.
Right.
There is no
Their
proper
feelings
way.
are their feelings. Right.
There is no, as you cannot tell me that there's no proper way, right? So when that person comes at you with that way, and I've seen, that's why a lot of times I don't want to be sexist with it, but most guys hold that in. Because there's no proper way to tell a woman. And you just said, well, if you come to me this way and this way, then I will
Come to you
go.
and say
But like I
what?
said, I'm an anomaly. I'm different.
Right, all right, cool. But for the majority, you have
Right.
to come to a woman, express yourself in a very proper way. And for the most
Man,
time,
Extremely
you
careful.
can tell.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. But
It's not a safe space.
It's
thank
not
you.
a safe
But it's
space
not
at
a
all.
proper way for me to just tell you raw how I feel.
That
You know what I'm saying? That's the only way. That's
You're
the only way you're
aggressive.
gonna get the raw.
Yo,
Like, you know what
my
I'm saying?
favorite line is you're aggressive.
Yeah.
a lot of
That
people will
was so
call me a
harsh.
pick me because
Hey,
I
what you-
understand that.
And it shouldn't be that. That's what most guys hold it in, because it's like you're gonna either be questioned, looked at a certain way, or there's gonna
Exactly.
be something
So again, right?
than just that
imagine
feeling.
That's exactly what I was getting at.
Imagine
Right,
me
it's gonna be
and you're
something.
short, and I'm as big as I am. And then I'm expressing myself. I'm a loud person. Everybody know. They know I'm loud. So I'm expressing myself like, yo, da 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 da, and nigga da 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 da, and I'm explaining myself, expressing myself to you, and then you come to me and say, well, why'd you call me nigga? I'm not gonna
All
want
of
to
a sudden you found your way in there
ever.
about you.
I
For
really-
what?
I really feel like there's no right way. I feel like
There
it's either,
isn't.
There's not. That's
you
what I'm saying.
It's either
There's no
you come
right
off
way.
too aggressive or harsh or rude or mean,
It's
or
not
you're just
Come on, cold.
or you're soft, or you're soft,
Or you're cold.
or like you're feminine now. They look at you in a different light. I feel like
And it shouldn't be that.
What's the meaning?
But I think
like,
that it's important to give each other the benefit of the doubt. Like, I was in a relationship with somebody that was like, I know that if I would have told you right away, you would have da-da-da-da. It's like, you don't even know for sure because you didn't even try. So,
But how many times did he do before that? That's the only. Then
None.
that's his
So-
fault. That's what I'm saying. You can't say that. Thank you. You can't
well,
say thank you.
from my
You
perspective,
can't-
the way
Is
that
it your
I,
personal
like, my
thing, though, that thing?
analyzation
It's
of it all, I don't feel like it was ever attempted. And from that person's admittance, it was never really truly attempted out of fear that I would respond in such and such way. Now, I'm not saying that you guys are wrong. Women can absolutely be very difficult to be a safe space sometimes because we're so emotional, we're so soft, so on and so forth. But I think that it's important to give the benefit of the doubt when, you know, to try that. And then at that point, then it's like, okay, well, here's the time that I tried to open up. You acted like da-da-da-da-da. You feel what I'm saying? So here's why this is not a safe space. But I think that those types of conversations are absolutely necessary. Like,
I agree
yo,
with
you're
that.
not a safe space. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not to take up too much
That
time, but
did.
not to take up too much time, but there was a moment, there was a season in my life where me and my ex, we were broken up for a few months, and he admitted to me, he said, you took up so much space in the relationship. Now, a woman that is accountable is gonna understand and be like, damn, I actually really did. Right? Like, I'm not saying all women are accountable.
What does
Again,
that mean, though?
Like, what?
Took up space.
Like
Her feelings are
emotionally, like
emotions.
everything
It's
was
what
like
matters.
about
It's
me.
all
and
about
how-
you.
Instead of
Right.
them, so.
And so, but somebody that is really intentional about their healing and really intentional about being accountable is gonna be like, damn, you know what? You're right. I did take up so much space. But it's important for men and women alike to give each other the benefit of the doubt in these situations. Like, until you do that, you really can't say if the person was willing to
Oh
be
no,
that
I
safe
agree.
space.
You have to say that. But I just think times have changed so much that guys step on eggshell when it comes to women a lot.
100%.
Before, over time.
You have to. Hold it.
let's move into
You wear
something else.
jeans.
Like, this brings me to something else that was really on my mind, and I want to talk about
Flashback.
friendships with women, platonic friendships with women. I want how you guys feel about that in particular, because I've had female friends I talked about before that like were literally just platonic, and they're honestly a true safe space for me. And sometimes I might meet a girl who I'm interested in, and they're not on that level with me, where I'm confiding in them, I'm confiding in my female friend. And that can create jealousy. It can create a lot of toxic situations. And so that's something I deal with here and there, because I have a female friend, you know, that like, that's my dog, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
D-Money. That's my,
Who's gonna be mad about D-Money?
yo, you'll be surprised. Hey, bro, you'll be surprised. I'm so serious. You'll be
That's
surprised.
crazy.
I'm so serious.
That's crazy.
On everything I love.
A girl that has vest with D-Money?
Yes.
D-Money might chop
Not
that?
vest at her, but like the relationship I have with her, I'll speak to her more. I confide in her more, because that's really my
Bro, that's
homie,
a
really
nigga,
my
bro.
dog.
That's my
You know
nigga.
what I mean? And so like girls, they want to get female, they want to get to that level with me, or someone in that
So
situation
basically
as
saying
well.
D-Money blocking.
Not necessarily,
But it's basically they want
yeah.
to be. They want to be D-Money to you.
Exactly, from that emotional aspect. And so, how do you guys feel about platonic relationships or platonic friendships with females? Is what I'm asking. I'm asking you guys in particular because I know you two are in relationships. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure about you, but you two.
Us
In relation in particular.
You're in a relationship?
Yeah.
So I was just curious to
Hey,
know.
Dick,
like,
you relationship? I ain't know.
how-
Stupid for.
That's what I said. That's why I said us two. I was clarifying.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was clarifying.
Everybody else here is single?
I make sure. So like, I want your perspective on how do you guys deal
You just
with
been an idiot because you were just on the phone
having
about
platonic
the
friends
last month.
in your relationship.
But for me, real quick, before you talk about them because they're in relationships, I think it's about the industry you in. Honestly, I think the role you play in society plays a big part of having women that are platonic friends. Because for me, like I have a team of 9, and 7 of them are women, so we're out all the time. We do a lot of business together. We're out even having business meeting, dinner one-on-one, where someone might come in and be like, "Why they eating dinner one-on-one? Like, is that a date? Is he like, yo, bro?"
Especially in Worcester, boy.
Especially in Worcester.
They're gonna take you.
There's
Run
been
with
rumors
it.
about me, engaging relationships with some of the people on my team, and it's strictly platonic, and it's unfair to them.
Right, right.
You know, it's super unfair to them because someone might have a relationship, and even if they don't, if we're both single, it's still unfair because we're having a business meeting.
Right.
And it's platonic, and I think having platonic relationships with women is dope. Because you know what I'm saying? It's super dope for me, being an entrepreneur and doing what I do, and have a woman around, sit at the same table with me is fire, because not only can they help me business-wise, but they help me like as an individual.
As a man?
Yeah,
Right.
like we could talk about experiences, advice, all that to process. But I think having platonic relationships with women is tough though, because you gotta deal with the rumors.
Yeah,
and
I
the
want to
stuff.
add to that. One thing I want to say is respect women in business. Sometimes women are there for business. Even if a woman is beautiful to your eye and she catches a lot of men's attention, that doesn't mean that she's being
That's
a
what
whore.
she wants, so she's trying to attract that.
She's being her. She's in business. So in business situation, respect women in business. I just want to add that.
But there's respect in business though, man. Like.
What you saying, Big? Like you're not even. You shouldn't even want to have sex with every girl, bro. It's not every
Right.
girl you have to have sex
It's a
with.
discipline
bro.
everybody gotta have.
Having a girl that's your friend, that's a game changer.
But I love that you say that, because there's men, and I've had
Horny.
no.
Horny.
I'm not even saying that there's men that are horny. We know that. That's established. But there are men that like I have had like real like I've literally tried to almost like done my research, and I've asked so many men, and men say there's not one male friend that you have that has not thought about having sex with you. There's not one. It's not possible. And I'm like, I just don't like. I don't know if it's he like people have said to me like, Guy, either you're naive, or you're or like this is all cap. Like, and I'm like, then I must be naive, because I'm that pure. Like that I don't think that every guy that I'm cool with thinks about me naked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, no. I mean, I've been friends with girls, and it was like I thought about it for a second. I was like, nah, I'm straight. Like I wouldn't.
so you have thought about it.
And so do
Like-
women though. Like
Yeah, certain
women
women-
think about attractive men in the business
Not every
world the
single
same
one,
way.
but like there's girls that I'm friends with that like before I became close friends with them, when I first met them, I thought about it and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's how
She's
most
not my
guys.
type.
That's how most
Yeah, she's
guys
not really my
become
type.
You
friends
guys
with
are
women.
literally
She's cool.
ruining my.
So
The business world, real quick, just a little data. The business world is the number one place in the world where people engage in sexual
Oh, wow.
relations, married or unmarried. Think about that. It's fact data. It's the number one place in the world where people engage.
That's the place you want to
Yeah,
meet
'cause you
people all the
spend time
time. You
with
spend
people.
most of the time.
24/7.
Yeah.
And
Bad
but women
time
and
with
men, and unmarried and married. Think about that.
Wow.
Those
You know, I
Christmas
think that
parties?
is too.
Hey,
Right.
hey, them 5 o'clock. Hey, yo.
In business,
My-
they know your finance. And one thing about women is that not all, but a lot of women are promoted by finance. You know what I mean? Like they're money driven. So they know if you're in business with you, they know how much money you have, how much bread you're getting.
And
you know what I
ambition,
mean?
not even just money. Sometimes just.
Well, you in the business
Yeah,
means locking
ambition,
down
but-
deals. You guys come from trips.
But my take on what Di was saying is that for women it's definitely tougher because you guys are naive. Like I feel like 8 out of 10 times a guy pursuing a real friendship it's not really a real thing. Like I think those happen organically. Like if a guy is trying to be your friend, if a guy's just pursuing you trying to be your friend,
Like,
he's
let's be
not-
friends
Yeah,
type
like
shit.
and acting like a friend, that's not the case. Like he has an ulterior he has an
that's
ulterior
good.
motive.
Definitely gotta be natural.
He has an ulterior motive. But if it's natural, like for example, like me and you,
Ours.
we've been friends for
Very natural.
a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? Like a very long time. And I've never, to answer your question, I've never thought about anything like
Same.
that in the sexual manner. Because why? Like for me, like I take pride in like my female friends. Like I feel like that shit is like super dope because a lot of guys can't do that. And if they have that, they find a way to ruin that because they try to take it there. And be thirsty, you know what I mean? Because the discipline is not there. So like I take pride in that because that's not a lot of guys can't do that, and because a lot of people can't do that, people from the outside in are gonna look at you and they're just gonna assume something.
Correct.
And that's perfectly fine with me because that's just
Assumptions
not
delusion.
Yeah, that's a terrible assumption. You don't even know who you're looking at. You don't know the relationship or the context to sit here and run with that. But that shit is dope because I think it's a rarity, and it's cooler because there's some things that you got, like you could talk to your female friends about that you can't talk to your male friends about because it's like you're too soft, you're too emotional, or like they're gonna laugh at you, they're gonna clown you, they're just not gonna get it. So it's like when you have a female friend and you're that connected with them, that shit is dope. Like when you can talk to them about something,
Right.
and
I love that.
Or even like for me, I have a girlfriend, and sometimes like we'll have talks. Like I'll come to you like, yo, like da 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 da, this is going on. Like what I do, just to have that perspective. That shit is dope. And like,
Bro, it's
100%.
a hidden secret, man.
It's a-
Need
yeah,
one, 'cause
but
sometimes you
it's-
gotta go and regulate
yeah,
yourself too.
it's
Another
a-
female, she gonna let you know you're tripping.
it's a hidden secret, but it's a hidden secret that's a great test because
Yes.
not every guy can have a great female friend.
That's a
'Cause
fact.
They will 9 out of 10 times they're gonna ruin that relationship.
And most girls don't understand
You know
that
what I
too.
mean?
On the flip
Especially
side,
when
they
it's
don't understand
alcohol
that.
Yo,
involved.
let's get to that real quick. Cause I wanna give a big shout out to Noel too also, cause like we be talking like, yo, this really my dog. Like sometimes we'll just sit and like we'll be chilling, there's a conversation will just spark and we really talking in deep conversations. And I have a female friend that he knows about and like she's a decent looking girl, beautiful girl, whatever, but like and we pop out together, all that stuff. And he asked me like, anything happened with you? I'm like, nah, that's my homegirl. And you know what he told me? Good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Good.
Right.
I'm like, nah, I'm like, that's really my homegirl. Like nothing ever happened between us. You know what I mean? He told me like straight up, right to my face, good. And that's when I knew like, yeah, she's a good person. Keep her as a good friend. Shout out to Alyssa.
Like that shit is a dope thing. Like Ant, for example, he works with a lot of females, and like every time I see that, and I know Ant personally, so it's like every time I see that, like I just in the back of my mind, it's just like, yo, that shit is just mad. It's just mad cool.
Right.
And I ask you that all the time. I'd be like, yo, how is it like having this many women on your team and this and that? Because we're men, like we're naturally, like by instinct nature, we're just gonna, by default, we're gonna look and you know what I mean. So for you working with a lot of women, I always be like, yo, that's so dope. Like you really like these are really your friends because.
You said it right though. You said it
know what I
right
mean?
from the beginning.
Organic.
At the beginning you said that whole thing right. Like you enjoy having that, and it's a thing. Like that's a
Yeah.
part right there. You
It
have to
kinda-
enjoy
yeah.
and cherish it.
And it kind of brings you a step
for real.
down.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm like, damn, yo, I'm a eight, like on my team. I'm looking at them and we're talking. You know, they had their organic conversations, and I'm standing there just listening. And I'm like, damn.
This
Like,
game,
I'm
oh,
learning
you're
a
soaking
lot.
it in.
Yeah.
It's all game.
It's
You're
so
like,
much
damn, I
game,
didn't
and
know.
I know, and I'm learning about relationships, about how women think,
think.
or
Yeah.
It bridges
what
the
they
gap.
need.
It really bridges the gap. Like for someone in a relationship, it helps bridges the gap because now I'm understanding how like you think from a homie standpoint of view, but it's helping bridge the gap with what I have going on at home because I might not be able to understand how
perspective.
her perspective is being given to me in another way. So like that, like having a female
Insight.
friend,
Insight.
I think it just bridges the gap.
But I needed it too, though, because like think
Which
about
is
it.
needed.
I'm an inner city kid that played college basketball. So just think about like just the moments of just just careless moments. I'm not really respecting a relationship with a woman at all.
Right.
Right? It was just fun. It was just doing my thing, chilling. So to sit back and work with these women who are successful, adult, grown in relationships, I sit back and like, damn, I learned so much game because maybe now, right now I'm 32. if I never meet them, I'm probably still in the same place I am emotionally, and the way and my views on women are completely different still, because I'm still, you know, who I am.
Right,
you know?
right.
Right, and I think it's important to also have female friends though that can play devil's advocate. You know what I'm saying? That can be unbiased and say, nah, you was wrong here, she was wrong there.
Oh yeah, you need those.
Absolutely.
Or you need
know what
those.
I'm saying?
Good cussing,
trust
get
me,
you
I,
right.
I can relate to all of that too, because the same everything he said I can relate to, because I live in North Carolina. I have a bunch of female friends over there that like real women that I would talk to and just get the raw from. Like back then, I was the dance coordinator for a dance team. It was majority 90% girls.
Wow.
So mind you, I was that. And I'm saying all girls. My food truck right now that I run, I'm the only males on that. All have girls, all working the whole thing.
Wow.
So like all my life, when I grew up, I was raised by 4 women. So like I grew up, you know what I'm saying? So like when women respecting them, that's what I'm saying. Everything he said is proper. Because you enjoy that, you respect that, you want to protect them too. To that point, it becomes protective. That's the next step. You start to look at them now, and I want to just protect them, and I want to be on that third thing. I just see you differently,
Right.
and I hold myself to a standard that I'm not trying that women feel comfortable to be around me and even be drunk and whatever and still be okay. I take pride in all
Like
that.
you just getting a lot more
that's
like
what I-
self-respect for yourself
Right.
when stuff like that doesn't phase you.
Yeah.
It's not about what anyone
That's
thinks. It's like
self-control.
you
I think you feel
personally
better
is
about
like yeah,
yourself,
like
too,
you
in
feel
general.
No,
like
I
yeah, I'm
enjoy
really
that. I be
like
like, yeah, oh, you good?
yeah.
Just like that.
Right,
Oh,
right.
you back
That
from
shit is
Nikki, you
dope.
good? Don't worry about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even so like peak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're comfortable. You're okay.
But I
But you
like-
gotta learn that
Around
though.
me.
But you, like you said, like you have to learn.
But I like that you
Yes, some
brought.
people, for me, it's always been that way because I've been around that. But yeah, it's a thing.
I like that you
learning.
even brought
Yeah,
up
it's
though.
mature
The,
time,
I like that
definitely.
you even brought up though, like the self control. If like you happen to see, you know, them in a towel or something like that. Like I feel like it's a taboo. It's something that we don't talk about enough. Like not every woman. Like that is comfortable to walk around in a towel around her friends. It's like, oh, I want to get attention from my friend. Like some people are truly, genuinely just innocent. Like, nah, that's my dog. Like he's not looking at me like that. I feel safe around him. I know I could walk across the room, go into my room with a towel or whatever. You know, but like some people will be like, no. Like people make a debacle out of it.
Oh, go put some clothes on real quick.
Yeah.
You might get that from me. Like,
And I'm
my
not
hair
saying
might-
that I'm not saying that like like that should be the norm, right? But I'm
Right,
saying like
right,
the
no,
fact that
facts.
I even feel that I would even feel safe. Like let's say we go on a vacation and we're all in an Airbnb or some you know what I'm saying? Like and it's like I'm running from the bathroom to the room real quick or whatever, and I'm running in a towel. If I'm doing that and all my guy friends are there and they just like that means I feel safe around my friends. For the most part, like me being pure in my mind, I'm not thinking like, oh, I want
Right, I'm
attention
covered
from these
enough,
guys.
like, I'm not, like, out there,
yeah,
something
like I'm
good.
just like, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's a taboo that not many people talk about. Like people will be like, what?
But also,
you walk in a towel?
understand something too. Like, an erection is biological. You know what I mean? So like,
Right, you
just
don't really
just
have
because,
control
yeah,
all the
so
time.
just imagine, having an erection doesn't mean you have to use it. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm being so serious.
No, it's
like,
true.
I'm just
and like that displays
said just
more,
'cause you have an erection,
more
you
self-control than anything. Like, think about it. Like,
Just because
that
you-
was a quote
just-
right
that was
there.
a great
Yo,
one.
Just
yo,
because you
you
have
have
an
an
erection
erection, you
doesn't
don't have
mean
to
you have
use-
to use it.
Yo,
That's
Yeah.
a commercial. No
The
bullshit.
fact that you have to even
Have
get
an
to that
erection?
point. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
use it.
To even
Nah,
get-
but he's saying
biological.
sometimes it
Right.
just happens.
it just happens. You know what I mean?
I have
Like,
the
But nah.
cold, the
I feel like you can control that.
Yeah.
You got a problem,
And like,
that
if
shit just
it
happens.
happens,
dead puppies.
No, but I'm serious
right?
though.
I'm not saying
Like-
it happens all the time. but I'm saying it may happen.
I have
Yeah.
coping mechanisms
And
to
like,
control that.
That doesn't mean like,
Like,
I feel like
that's-
that's what I mean
Just
though.
saying.
But it happens though.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
or wrong.
it happens, it
That's what I'm
happens.
trying to say. It
It
happens.
happens,
And
it
when
does
it does happen, that doesn't mean like, oh,
Just
I'm in
say
love with
dead
this girl.
puppies.
You know what I mean? It just means
Think
like,
of dead puppies.
You don't
just
gotta
take
do
it for
that.
what it is. It's a biological reaction.
And also when you work with women, when you have a team of women, they bring women around, so you can pay. You know, like you can have fun with it. Like you don't gotta like just focus
On that
your
one.
team, right?
It's that discipline, though.
Yeah, discipline. Yeah, she got
that's
friends.
another
That's
thing,
that
too.
discipline. The
Yeah.
other dudes won't think that.
Like,
They
think
will
about
want
it.
that and then that.
Yeah, if-
You know-
right,
you know what
right.
I'm
You mess
saying?
that up.
I got a
Thank
question
you, but
for
it's still not
Cameron
discipline
real
with
And
that.
then knowing you messed up on step one, I ain't trying to get a step. Nah, yeah.
Hang on,
Dudes
guys.
like that.
I got a
seen
quick
it.
question for Barbosa that I want to really ask him.
Yes.
Yeah.
You being in business and being in with your sports academy, which I really respect, I enjoy. I go to your basketball every single year, and my cousin cooks at your basketball too. Shout out to Fat Boy the chef.
Oh man, that fried lobster.
Yeah.
For sure. Much
So,
love, Brody.
Lobster mac and cheese.
Right. Everybody loves around here.
Pick up
So,
your lobster.
let me ask you a question though. Like,
Yeah.
you being in business and when you do get in a relationship, are you with a woman? What's the expectation that women try to set on you that you find to be unrealistic or you find just like too difficult to deal with? Is there anything in particular?
Like, what do you mean? Like
For
an
example-
expectation they put on me? Yeah. I mean,
For example, like a lot of women, well, not a lot, but certain women will be like, oh, my man has to pay 100% of the bills. And you being in the position that you're in right now, some women may assume automatically that you can't do that. And that may not be your situation. I don't know your situation or not, but like that may not be your situation. But they had the expectation on you as it is. So how would you go into a relationship dealing with that? Like, would you how would you feel about them having an expectation on you?
Yeah.
Going into a relationship or like a date? What do you?
So like you're with a girl,
So, like, a
you've been
woman
dating
knows who I
you're
am.
dating for a little bit,
Okay.
and like now it's time to like it's either pick it up to the next level. You know what I mean?
What's the next level? Like after what's a little bit? A year, 2 years?
It's not really a time limit. Like it could be anything. But I mean, for the time when you guys both feel like it's time to get exclusive.
Okay,
No,
just
right.
exclusive. Y'all ain't
Yeah.
moving in, just exclusive. Like, I'm
Yeah,
claiming
yeah.
you, you're claiming me. All right, cool.
So
We're talking.
Yeah, all right, cool. And I'm all right, cool.
So for me though, like for example, to answer your question, it's so like it depends on the situation. Every woman is so different. Like I can meet a woman, I can meet a woman that you know we grow into a relationship. I love, I adore, but she needs to be catered to all the time, right? Bills, nails, hair, everything needs to be covered by me. But I can also meet a woman that is a boss. You know, got her own car, she pays for everything her own. She just wants a companion. So there's two different women.
Right.
And I'm fine with both.
You're fine
like
with both.
as a man, I could be a full provider, but as a man, I could be with a woman that's 50-50 too. I think being in a healthy relationship is not taking away from the other person. It's giving in.
Right.
And, you
It's
know,
about security.
it's about security. So like
That's what it comes down
I could
to,
date
security.
if the woman that I grow to love needs me 100%, then as a man that loves the woman, I'm in 100%. If I meet a woman that's 50-50, cool. I save a little bit of money, right? But that's it though, right? All it is money.
Right.
It's not love, it's not relation. It's
Yeah,
not
but
nothing else.
some guys don't look at it like that. Like some
Yeah.
guys, they want to pay all the bills to feel in control.
Macho, yeah, nah.
You know
I
what I
don't know.
mean?
That's not my
And-
thing at all.
Or some guys, when their partner starts making money, then they feel some type of way because
Back to the control again.
Right.
because their partner might be making more money than them.
They feel emasculated, not in control.
So it's like it depends on personality, but
I grew up in a
It's
seesaw.
situations.
it's
So.
yeah.
Right, but the thing is, like, I grew up in like a seesaw household, I call it, where one day the mom had it, one
Yeah.
day the dad had it.
Yep.
One day the dad was up,
Yep.
one day the dad was gone. Mom held it down. Oh, dad came back, dad's back. Mom, you know, it's a seesaw relationship.
I like that.
So I don't really picture myself like being with a woman that I have to pretend. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
If you need me fully and you're the woman I want to be
Right.
with, I got you.
Right.
If you 50-50 and you doing your thing, you killing it, you want to pay for dinner, go ahead, girl.
Right.
But it's
I heard
not
that.
to me though.
Right. And that goes back to what I said on the last episode where I was like, it's about what's best for you in that relationship in particular.
That's all it
like,
is, man.
There isn't no such thing as my man has to pay 100% of the bill, my man has to pay 75%, there's no number on it. It's literally what works for you guys both. If you love that person, the love comes first. If you love that person, you want to be with that person, you'll do what you guys need to do to be successful in a relationship. Because a relationship is a partnership.
Yeah, and that's what my like. Ever since that last episode, I've been thinking about that shit a lot. But I knew since that day because after hearing some of the answers, I just knew what, in my mind, what 50-50 is like, is how you complement each other. Like that's 50-50, right?
That's what I
So like what
like
he
that.
said. So like what he's saying, like if I need to be the man paying all the bills or whatever, holding shit down because you're helping me in other ways, other avenues as a person become better and this and that, and that's what we understand and that's what's going on, then I'm cool with that.
Right.
If you're self-sufficient and you're independent, you're a boss and this and that, and you want to be paying 50-50, you want to go 50-50 on the bills, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Because like you said, I'm saving money and that's what you want. Like as long as you understand like this is what it is, and that's really cool.
Right.
Or whatever. Or if you want to hold on the bills and you want me to be a stay-at-home dad, I'm great with that too.
But nowadays it feels like that's not
Work
50-50
from home,
they
Dad.
want, though.
No, but
They want the other 50-50.
it.
They
I
pocket that shit.
yeah, but I'm cool. I'm great with that too because once again, that comes with being secure as yourself. In yourself. So like,
Right.
if you got a person you're building something with,
Secure
and
in
you guys
yourself.
understand each other, and you're secure in her, and she's secure in you. You guys are secure in each other.
other, yeah.
That doesn't mean a thing.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, you can hold it down
That's good.
for 10 years, and I'm gonna need you to hold on for 1 or 2. But when
Right.
it's your time to step up, you got that cool. Like I will gladly be a stay-at-home dad if that's what's going on. But that's not what's out there nowadays.
Exactly.
Now we on the internet. We seeing,
Which is not a
yeah.
real place, by the way.
I need the
Yeah, I
Chanel
did say
bag.
that.
I need 2 racks. I need 2 racks for dinner. I need another 5 to go on the trip. That's what we're seeing on the internet,
Right.
and that's
It's not just the internet though.
But
It's not just the internet.
That's
I
not
live in
natural dating,
Miami.
though, but-
People this though, not just the internet.
You live in
I've been in
so
Miami.
So you live the internet life.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm
Internet.
saying both. But you say internet, we see people on digital, but now you see people are walking. You call it internet life, but they're actually walking in front of you. And I'm saying the talk, having those conversations, seems like wow, this shit is transitioning over. Cause TV still back in the day when we watched TV back then, we didn't reenact what was on there, right? That was on TV. You feel me? So that's different. So it can be the internet life as you want on there, but we don't come from the TV and act those tricks,
You
right?
make a great point.
But now it's on real ground. People are doing it. You see, one time I was walking, me and my friend, my boy Frankie on South Beach. One time on a regular thing, I don't know. He just said hi to some girl, and it was just basic conversation. He wasn't trying to bag like that. She asked him, "Oh, how much you gonna pay for my number?"
right.
That's ridiculous.
That's a
And
regular.
right. But he was that way.
No.
So I get your number. Then what? He was like, then we'll figure out. Then and she was like, then we'll figure out what we're gonna do from like. Then I jumped out. I was like, get the. I was saying, yo, get
Or
the
it's
hell out of
also,
here.
or
like,
it's sorry, I'm talking to
like-
I'm talking to a guy in the league, or like this or that, or like
They ain't
Ridiculous.
talking
Feel me?
about
Like,
you just as
and
number
it's just
5.
like-
Of course, not realistic.
you could
know what I'm saying?
be.
There's
I mean,
women
nah,
out
it's
there who's
realistic.
not
That
on
happens all the time.
It does happen.
But-
But there's women out there who I know for a fact ain't on that time. But
Right.
But nowadays, what's portrayed out there, what we see the most is those things.
Nobody wants to be authentic anymore. I saw this thing. I saw this woman who was saying something, and obviously I gotta bring it from like a godly perspective. But like in the Bible, right, the man represents Jesus Christ, and the woman represents the church, right? And the church, the woman wants to feel loved, right? And Jesus loved us so much that he died for us. And a man wants to feel power. He wants to feel like he's like he wants to feel powerful, rather, right? And what does the church do? The church worships Jesus. That's what makes because he is powerful, right? So we give him that worship, that praise, because he is powerful. So when I heard that, I was like, yo, that's so true. Like, men want to feel powerful. It's not from an egotistical perspective. It's just like a man wants to feel that he is powerful enough to protect, powerful enough to provide, powerful enough to be there for the woman, love the woman. And the woman wants to feel loved. She wants to feel cherished. She wants to feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, yo, that's so
Yeah, and we like respect
true.
too. That's why when guys talk to each
Respect
other,
is
it's based
huge
on
for men,
respect.
yeah.
Like when guys, it's based strictly on respect. You can see guys come to a park, play ball. We know the rules. We go by. There's no ifs and maybes. We know what it is. Go by. We stick by it. We respect each other. When it crosses that line, you know what I'm saying? But it goes back to the power thing. We both know we have that power, so we respect that power and keep it right there with each other.
And I feel like a lot of women don't ask a man, like, what makes you feel loved? What makes you feel like, how do you feel loved? Like, what do I do that makes you feel loved? Women don't ask men that.
Society preaches to women that woman is what. That's the thing though. From the
Yo, you
beginning
gonna
of the
write a book soon?
conversation,
You need to
though.
write a book, oh.
But that's the beginning of the conversation, though. All the holding back.
Dropping gems.
It's that, but it's more so like
From the beginning of the
we're
book.
not even just women, but yeah,
not-
we're not understanding people's love language, right?
Yeah, because we're trying to love, like if my love language is words of affirmation, I'm trying to love you with words of affirmation, but your love language is acts of service. Yeah. We need to love each other in what your love language is. So if I ask you, what's your love language? Oh, it's if you respect me. Okay, bet. What's my love language? My love language is if you affirm me with your words.
I'm about
You know?
that, though. Peep this. Because the love language is cool and all, but overall and all, we're supposed to respect each other, period, coming into
But
it.
if I respect you, I'm gonna do your love language.
No. I should respect your feelings. I should respect what makes you mad. I should respect those things. Forget your language.
But you're still respecting the person.
But I'm saying that I shouldn't just
you can
love you
respect
because,
someone or not.
by you respecting me, that's my love. I'm saying, though, I should respect every aspect.
Yeah.
Your love language is different. That's different. But I should respect every other aspect before that. I should respect you. I should respect your
That's true, but depending on how some people grow up or how they grew up, their love language could be respect because of the trauma they had from growing up. You know what I mean? Maybe they were never respected growing up. Like maybe that woman.
That should be automatic, though.
Yeah, but if she didn't get that growing up, maybe that's her respect, or that's what she wants now from a male because
No, I
of how
agree.
she grew up.
I agree.
So
No, I
it's
agree.
just
That should
giving her
add on.
trauma
Yeah,
response.
I agree. That should add on. But I'm saying that should already be a thing. You know what I'm saying? For the person who's bringing it in.
But
everybody's
but people don't understand. People don't. You know, people are not like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the thing with people.
Let me ask all you guys a question for all you guys. We're kind of getting to the end, but I wanna get you guys' perspective on this. So you say in relationships how it should go and things like that, how you think it should be. We're all in agreement that it's whatever is best for your relationship, correct? So let's say this. how do you present that and let's not say like, and make sure that happens in the relationship? I don't want to use the word enforce, but let's make sure that happens in the relationship. How do you regulate the emotions and get the person to really understand what page you're on? And like, I'm not saying that they understand, they agree with it, but like before, you guys have to be on the same page relationship to go. So how do you regulate your emotions within a relationship and also in the beginning relationship to get it on the right path?
Let me just say this real quick, Ant. I disagree that you have to be on the same page. I think that you can, it is very, very possible to not see eye to eye, but still walk hand in hand. It's very possible to not see eye to eye, but we still walk hand in hand. Because guess what? I might not be seeing eye to eye with you, but we still moving together. We still holding. We still walking.
You might be doing that.
No, it's possible.
Listen though, but nah. Hold on one second. She has a point.
Extremely possible.
She has a point
You
because
might be saying that, but in today's world, that's very rare.
That's,
hold on, but
you're saying we don't see eye to eye, but we're holding hand in hand. So how you still not seeing?
Because
Like, so you're so.
No, I get what she's trying to
Nah,
say.
I get it, but I'm
But
just
listen
trying
though,
to, I get
do we all believe in God though? We all believe in
Duh.
God, right? So in Scripture, the Lord says, "Your desire shall be contrary to your husband, but he shall rule over you." That's the Lord's word. That's in the book of Genesis.
Wait,
That's a
yeah,
fact.
take that. Hold that. I'm coming back to what she was saying.
So what she's saying makes sense.
What she's saying,
Yeah, it makes sense, but what I'm saying is, in today's society, that's not something that you see. If I have a beef with my shorty, we're not walking hand in hand.
I'ma give you an
anything.
example.
If you have an argument, we're not walking
I'ma
hand
give
in
you an
hand.
example.
Which is what?
I'm gonna give you an example. A woman, like, I can only give an example from my own life, right? I was in a relationship. I'm a free spirit. I'm very like whatever. I'm an alpha female, whatever you call it or whatever, right? And I ended up being, thank you. I ended up being with a man who wanted his place as a man. So what did I do? I submit, right? However, there were certain things that, like, for example, in parenting, we didn't necessarily agree. But guess what? As a submitting woman, I don't see eye to eye with you. I don't agree that that's the way that we should do it. However, I am going to obey. That's not seeing eye to eye, but walking hand in hand.
Hold on. You have basically a child is involved, correct?
But why are you obeying if the child's involved?
Hold on, Noel.
What do
Hold
you
on
mean?
1 second. Yeah, there's a child involved, right?
Let's
So
say
if
a child wasn't involved.
If a child wasn't involved, I don't think you're doing that.
Nah, I disagree.
That's crazy.
I disagree.
Because if you-
It depends on a woman and how much she knows herself and how much she understands her
so
power.
You yourself, you know yourself very well.
But no,
Today's
there's a-
women don't know themselves like how
Hear
you
me
say
out.
you know yourself.
There's a thing called meekness, right? Meekness is strength under control of the master being God. If I'm a meek woman, if I'm using my wisdom, I understand. Listen, I know I have strength and I know that maybe I'm more right than he is. But you know what? I'm going to be meek. I'm going to still ride by my man. Because at the end of the day, whatever he's telling me to do, as long as it's not damaging to the both of us or to whatever it is that our goals are, then why am I not going to just go with it?
You being more right, are you addressing this to him, your opinion to him, and he's still going with his, or you're not saying nothing?
Yeah, I'm absolutely saying I don't agree, but we can do this. I'm absolutely letting you know I don't agree, but
Are you giving your point?
Agree to disagree, right?
It's not
No,
right.
no, because I'm just asking because I'm the type of guy who is, I want to hear my woman's point of view because I will listen. Because if my shit is wrong and I'm hearing your shit is sound for, I might rock with you. So I want to hear you.
100%.
So that's different.
I'm not saying quiet. I'm not suppressing that. That's not healthy either.
I agree with that. I want that support.
Yeah, I want you to bring
you
your
can't see eye to eye,
A, B,
you
C,
can't hold
and D.
hands.
Absolutely not, man. That's not true.
Tough.
Bro, if I can't see eye to eye
It's
with
kinda
you,
tough,
if I'm sitting there and I say, yo, let's do
It's
this.
different with
I
God.
think it's
No, I understand what you're saying.
But it's tough to do that. Like,
But that's those are not the women you're looking to do stuff with married because they don't understand that. But I understand what she's saying. I understand what she's saying because it could also be like I don't agree with this, but we're gonna try it your way first and then my way.
Compromise.
It's compromise.
I get
so
that one.
in a relationship, a lot of it is compromising.
Compromise.
Like that's
in
literally
that-
an
in that
everyday
lane of
struggle
explanation, I agree
compromise.
with that.
So
'Cause you have to.
we're gonna give your way a try first,
Right. If it don't work,
because if it
If
don't,
more women
whatever,
said that, life would be very easy. A
I-
lot of women are not saying that. Hey,
That's
baby,
why I
you
said
know
I wanna
what?
hear
They're
you
not
out.
saying that. You know what, sweetheart? Let's try your version. But
But
if
to
it
be-
doesn't work, well, let's
I
try
wanna
mine.
hear you
They're
out.
not
Don't
saying
bullshit.
that.
I wanna hear your
Nah,
plan.
fuck that. I don't agree.
No, but hold on.
It's bumping heads.
that's not the
man.
one you want.
But
then.
to be
I'm
honest,
telling you,
though-
that's
Of
not the
course
one you want
not.
because they're
That's what I'm
not.
saying. That's
Pipe
how I
down,
get
pipe down a
played.
little bit.
1 out of 10.
I feel it, but I don't know. I don't get it. To me, it's
Sticking with
obviously
your mic.
it'll be more hand to hand. it'll be more hand to hand than eye to eye. I feel like the eye is the first thing that you see in a woman. So I don't get the eye to eye, hand to hand. If I can't see you eye to eye, then there's no point of us holding hands.
Because when we're holding hands,
That-
we're
that- that makes
united.
sense too.
Because
It does
see,
because people are emotional. So for
I understand what you're saying. You don't
they
look
act off
crazy
emotion, so
outside.
if
That outside
but-
gotta
no,
look bad.
but-
Inside the
no,
house
also
gotta be.
too,
That's
no,
what
no,
I'm saying.
no, but you know
I
why?
understand what you're saying.
'Cause the
But
eyes-
me personally,
It's
I
circumstantial,
feel
though.
crazy.
It's not
That
true.
shit pain me with defense.
It's
for
circumstantial.
real.
That's certain, you know what I'm saying? I think it depends.
The eye is
It
the mind,
depends.
though. The eye is the mind. The hand is the body. It's a touch.
All right, guys.
I think you're being too
Nobody
literal. I
squeezing
think
that
you're being
shit.
too literal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think you're being
In
too literal.
certain situations, in certain situations, yes. In other situations, that could happen. And I'm saying it's situational. I think it is. So I could not want to look at you right now, but I will hold your hand and we'll walk down that street.
I ain't
We'll
hold
come
shit.
back. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I want to end it. We're gonna end pretty soon, but it was a great conversation, guys. Once again, I'm so glad to have you guys. Thank you for coming again. Woo Juice, Barbosa Sports, Chef Fano, my guy Cybersecurity and Real Security too. Look how hellable the man is. So anything you guys want to say? One by one, start with Noel. You want to finish up with anything? Got any shout outs? Anything you want to say? Any final thoughts?
Yeah. I just want to tell people, man, just live your truth. No bullshit, respectfully. Just be who you are. Like, and I say that because that's something that I'm really starting to understand at my big age now. And it's not I'm being exactly who I am and being true to that, but I feel like a lot of people mask who they are or scared to really show who they are or don't want to be who they are for whatever reasons, but like just live your truth because at the end of the day, people are going to judge you for who you are, what you believe in, whatever else the situation comes with. But just live your truth and hold yourself accountable because that's something else.
And everyone, please drink your Woo Juice. Get to Woo Juice at the Worcester
If you
Public
can, if you
Market.
can.
And also we have
Do
the
it. Not if you
Midtown
can.
Mall in Worcester,
When
Mass.
you can.
There's 2 locations in
Winter's
Worcester,
here,
Mass.
winter's
Please
come.
get there ASAP.
get your big backs
Chef Fano,
unbig.
I'd like to hear from you.
Oh, final words. He said it all, man. Just be true to yourself. Also too, be genuine, man. We need to bring more great energy into the world. Like from way back, we brought this whole separation thing. COVID hit, right? No color matter. Everybody got smacked.
That's good.
So when stuff hit the world, we all know we need to be like this as one.
Yeah.
So and nowadays we've seen artists making music with other people, other countries. You know what I'm saying? We're moving around. Let's collab. Let's just be together because we need to unite. All these disasters are scaring me. Because I feel like God is
Jesus is
yeah,
coming.
I think that
Okay?
man is on something. So, but just be positive, man. That's just some good energy. That's about it. That's about it, man.
Bosa Sports.
What's up, man? I mean, November 24th, Fall Jam Classic,
Amen.
Clark University. If you want any information, you can contact me. My socials will probably be on this episode. For sponsorship, it's a good business opportunity. It's a dope event for the city. It's a high school jamboree. We got the leadership game. We got a vendor showcase. For Fall Jam, we're doing the importance of fatherhood and mentorship, men and women. So our focus is to have some panels with some of the guests here today. Will be on some panels, hopefully, and be mentors to all the boys and girls in our community, man. Let's just keep shining.
Awesome.
City.
Far From Perfect will be there. We support the youth 100%. So we'll make sure that happens.
Amen.
I got
Also, men have anxiety too.
Amen. That's so true.
severe
Biggs.
anxiety.
Last words.
Let's be mindful. Everybody got some shit going on, so
Yes.
don't take offense to shit.
That's
Straight
good.
up.
That's good.
Right. And my final thought for today is be happy and do what's best for you. Not only do what's best for you, but do the things that are going to make you happy. It's not easy. We all go through struggles, trials, tribulations, but whatever you can do to make you happy, please take that route.
I don't know about that. I don't know about fully support that. What he's saying.
What the nigga
Well,
say?
Drugs will make you happy.
Yeah.
Right?
Take time
Oh, no.
on it. What kind of TV
I'm
is
just
it?
saying.
I'm sorry. Let's try that again. I mean, do positive things that make you happy.
Healthy
Let's
things.
clarify.
Healthy things.
Healthy and positive things make you happy. For example, whether it be religion, whether it be going out to a place non-alcoholic, things like that, the outdoors. Do what makes you happy. Just being nicer to people. Sometimes just being a nicer person can make you happy in general. So just be a nicer person, and let's all work on respect.
Yeah.
Respect people's boundaries. Respect people's opinions. Maybe you don't agree with something someone had to say. Look how he just didn't agree with me for a second. He respected it. He didn't agree. I clarified.
Right.
let's all work on that. Let's be those type of people where we respect each other, respect all opinions. You have anything want to say, Di?
Yeah, my final thought is do the hard thing. Do the hard thing.
Which is, yes, that's one of the hardest things.
That's it. Do the hard thing. That's the
Word.
the other side of doing the hard thing is success. So just do it.
Word. And shout out to Aaliyah Boston, my favorite hooper. And we got this tequila right here.
Yo, where you get
La
that from? That shit's
Familia
dank or real?
Flores. You get this right at Total Wine. It is a great
Dank or
tequila.
real? That
You
shit's
guys,
dank or
please
real?
go to Total Wine. If you're in the Central Mass area, it's right in Shrewsbury. Total Wine. Pull up. And then also, I have a little gift. I have a gift for Di. It's the Loot Bag by Bree.
Yeah.
Loops by Bree on Instagram. That's for her. She's a friend of the show.
I'm gonna make
You
sure
guys-
to take a picture.
You guys hit her up.
Force it. Make it look
Get a
good.
bag. Thank you guys for tuning in
Bank.
to Far From Perfect episode 3. Hope to see you again for 4. And we out.